Our next session is a discussion on how socialism destroys security. Please join us in welcoming Republican House Conference Chair Congresswoman Liz Cheney.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am so thrilled to be here with you, so thrilled to be here with such a wonderful audience, full of young people and full of people who are committed conservatives who understand the danger that socialism poses. We all know that America is free today because of the brave men and women in uniform who are standing watch right now defending that freedom. We know that every single blessing that we have because of them. We also know that we are free today because our military is second to none. Our military is the best the world has ever known. And it is the best the world has ever known because our free society encourages and creates innovation. Now, I want you to think about something. Man first flew in Kitty Hawk on December 17th, or December 27th, 1903. First time man flew. A little over 65 years later, America had put a man on the moon. Think about that. That is the kind of innovation that free societies and freedom creates. Now today, we face a complex set of threats. We face many enemies. Some say it's a more complicated, graver set of threats than we've ever faced. Whether you're talking about the threat from Iran, North Korea, Russia, China, radical Islamic terrorism. But these enemies all have one thing in common. What they have in common is they want to extinguish our freedom. They want to defeat freedom. The other thing they have in common is they are all listening to us here today. They're all listening. And I want you to join with me. Let us send them a loud, a strong, a clear message that America will never be defeated by their totalitarian hatred. We know that socialism extinguishes freedom. We know that socialism steals power from the people. We know that socialism creates authoritarianism. It has to create authoritarianism because, as Margaret Thatcher said, socialists cannot let people choose. Because if the socialists let people choose, they know the people won't choose socialism. So it always creates authoritarianism. Now, as we watch the rise of socialism today, on the floor of the House of Representatives, on the floor of the United States Senate, and among the presidential candidates on the Democratic side of the aisle, we must be vigilant. Imagine that we're in a situation where the leading Democrat candidate for president spouts communist propaganda and then tells us, quote, truth is truth. Well, today I have some truth for Bernie Sanders. It is the story of a young man growing up in Fidel Castro's Cuba, a man who lived in a shack with a dirt floor, no running water, no refrigerator, a hole in the ground that he shared with 6 other families as their bathroom. This man lived the soul-killing truth of Fidel Castro's Cuba. When he was 20, he knew he had to leave. He escaped Cuba, he got on a boat, crossed shark-infested waters, and came to America. Today, this man is here with us. Enrique Padron, will you please stand up? I asked Enrique recently, Enrique, when you were 20 years old in 1994 in Cuba, how did you know to come to America? How did you know? You didn't have internet, you didn't have free access to press. How did you know to come here? He said, I knew because of the speeches of Ronald Reagan. Enrique told me that he and his family listened to the speeches on Radio Marti, on a small radio in their home. They had to put a towel over their heads so the neighbors didn't hear and report them. and he heard Ronald Reagan talking about freedom, he knew he had to come to America. That is our charge today. That is our charge as Americans. We are the inheritors of that legacy. We are the inheritors of the great promise of freedom. And I am so thrilled that we are in this fight, that it is up to us to defend the blessings of freedom. And we will absolutely stand up. We will defeat those who advocate socialism, and we will ensure that our children and our grandchildren live in the freedom that we do today. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Thank you.